my friend, and welcome. I'm so glad you could stop by today. We are back with Clara and her horses, and I have a bit to update you on. So, as I'd mentioned last time, we were going to kind of be skipping some time and moving ahead. I was just going to work on all those little tedious skills and go through multiple entries into competitions. And I'm going to apologize right up front. My screenshots are not all the same aspect ratio for some reason, so this is going to get a little jumpy, but just kind of taking a look through, you can see that our lovely horse here has won multiple competitions, and we are now in the middle of trying yet another one. So I'm going to speed through here and we will see how he did. At this point, I have unlocked the expert level on everything except for the barrel racing, which is what we are attempting right now. It has been days and days and days, both in-game and real life, of us kind of just repetitively eat, sleep, competition, or, well, there's training in between there too. I am really struggling to get his temperament up, and I have no idea why it has been so difficult, but we have at least made some progress there. Take a look at Neptune's stats here while we are in the competition. He has a temperament, silver medal in barrel racing intermediate, but we have now unlocked expert. Okay, the best we've done so far is first place at beginner Western pleasure, first place beginner level of barrel racing, first place in intermediate level of endurance racing, and first place in intermediate of show jumping. We have temperament up to 4, agility we just got up to 5, which is why I came for the competition. Jumping is a little bit over 5, and endurance is at 6. This is the easiest one to get up, in my opinion, because you can just jump on the horse and go. As you can see, too, Neptune's value is now over 4,000 simoleons. Really good. We are building a pretty decent relationship with Neptune. We're trying to also maintain our relationship with Kentucky, so, we're working in between. Also, we had a really big, I'm just going to pop this back up here, a really, really big day of sales back home. A bunch of the nectar had aged to the point that we could sell, and I don't know if you can see that there, but it is 22,000 simoleons. We're not in that place anymore. As you can see, we're down to about 7,000. We made some changes back home, so I'm going to take you back to take a look at that. And almost an entire day later, we are back. Okay, I had to kind of deal with their needs because they were a mess, and I wanted to be able to have daylight to show off the new ranch. From the outside, not totally different. I did add a little bit of decoration up front. Obviously, the fact that it's spring, we're already getting to see it kind of fully blooming and getting some color. Right here, we actually earned this, or it was like a reward for completing something. I can't remember how we get that, but had to put that right there. Our strawberries are in bloom. Actually, I have harvested a couple times, so I was able to fill in, and actually they're ready to harvest again, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve all of those. And oops, okay, there was one. Where did it go? I gotta get in there. Hang on. Something was, whatever. We'll harvest all. We'll find it eventually. Okay, we will start in the barn. Kind of click down. Okay, not too big of changes here, but I have finally closed these off and put in the proper doors, and we just added some storage and a place for the saddles. Out front, I have been displaying our wins. We have a horse trailer now, all that traveling into town, I thought it would be a good idea. Other than that, pretty much that's all. Up here, some bigger changes. We have made this into a bit of an entertaining space as well as a workspace. I did end up leaving these the same. I was going to put in like a nicer couch, but I actually kind of just like this look. And I put in a radio and a dance floor. And over here we have lined up some of our nectar. And as you can see, we're doing pretty well with stocking up on the strawberry. It does help that we have actually managed to get a lot of strawberries. So we have a lot that we can make. And she has also been getting the double where, it's like, hey, you're doing a good job at nectar making, so you get 2 instead of 1 for your efforts. I have expanded the little bathroom over here, so we now have a fully functional bath. It allows her to not have to run all the way back to the main house to clean up. Once in a while you have to be a little higher hygiene, but also she doesn't need to run back to use the bathroom or anything like that. So it's just kind of a nice little entertaining space, and obviously the bar and everything. I do want to throw one of those ranch events at some point, so that was kind of why I set that up. Now over here is probably our biggest changes, and I want to come down at this level because it will be easier to see. I gotta put the walls up. So this is where the biggest changes have happened. I have put in, just some support beams and things like that. We've filled out the furniture. It's best enjoyed in this view. And unfortunately, you kind of don't get to see it out of this view. But yeah, I had to show you before we jumped into this. Okay, so the kitchen pretty much the same, except that I have added some chairs here. I added another window, and I swapped where I was going to say fridge. It's a very strange looking fridge. I swapped where the stove and the sink were because I thought that worked better for the flow of the kitchen. Over here we have kind of upgraded to a longer, bigger table instead of the little round one, and just kind of some decorations, try to make it feel cozy and warm and all that kind of thing. Over here, again, just adding a bit of furniture and decorations and little things, added some curtains, just try to warm it up a little bit. The bedroom, not too different, but I added a mirror, I changed up the lamps, and we got in some curtains. And this room has not changed at all. The bathroom, I think I had done that the last time where we expanded that out, so not very different. And we have our cow and our chickens. I swear I clean this coop every day and it gets disgusting. I'm just going to show you all of our chickens. I initially bought just, it was these 4. Buttercup was actually one of our chicks. So we have kind of been doing pretty well there with the eggs despite appearances. And again, in preparation for having a ranch event, we have a place to prepare a little meal. And overall, I was able to fence everything in. I think I did that in a previous part. So I just kind of did a little terrain paint. I'm kind of like implying that, the work that she's doing here is starting to bring some greenery to the area. And I also kind of slightly stone paved this area just to make it look kind of like a finished look-ish. So that is overall what we have been up to. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do, okay, paid off, okay, I was just wondering what we were doing. Oh yeah, I added garbage bins all around, and we also have our ranch hand who has been super helpful because we, yeah, there it is now. Why are they all reverting? I think our temperature is not holding very steady, and we're having some issues, but also something's going on. I'm guessing another one of those bugs that they fixed, quote unquote. Yeah, not really working as intended, but anyway, we have gotten to a point that I feel like we are relatively living comfortably. I do realize that we have a lot to work on yet, but we are 5 away from getting the 50 nectars of bottles of nectar, and we have only about 40,000 more simoleons to earn to complete that one. So I think we're doing quite well there. And oh, there we go. Only 4 more needed now. And we also are doing pretty well on taking care of the situation with Neptune. Neptune has definitely been a superstar. It may or may not have to do with the fact that we have been pushing Neptune so much. Let's see. When you do brush your coat, are you stuck? Okay. And then let's see. What skill do we need to work on the most with you? I think it was still your temperament. Yeah, I don't. Care for and socialize. Yeah, I even did a couple of jobs with him, even though we really don't need the money, just because of the fact that I'm trying to build that temperament, and that's been our biggest struggle. The others, there's clear, obvious things to do. So basically, it's been what you're seeing. I work through their skills. We have a bit more to do now because of her having strawberries, but they're. Oh wait, she's got to be. Yeah, taking care of the needs, getting some skills down, and then I queue up the 2 intensely trains and do that. But anyway, everything pretty well handled. So I have made the decision. Bart, dude, I'm trying to do something here. Could you not run away? I'm trying to convince people we got things under control and we know what we're doing, so I can justify the science baby situation. We're going to have a science baby as a single parent. Oh, you're going to go do this right now, right after I... Okay. She doesn't have any friends. And for some reason, the friends that she does make have disappeared repeatedly. And, I think Clara is just ready to have a baby in her life. And this baby may or may not end up being the one that we end up using for another challenge at some point in time. Just putting that out there. But, all right, we don't know what this baby's going to be. She's making a quick trip to the hospital and use her genetic material to have a new baby through science. Are you ready to add a newborn to the household? Now, I think I still have the mod in. I'm not sure, but I believe I have the mod in that will make this a standard pregnancy rather than the just show up with a baby. I kind of hope so, because we're not exactly totally prepared for a baby to show up today. All right, let's... Oh, okay, good. Would you like to have a pregnancy if possible or have an instant baby? We're going to do pregnancy. So that gives us a little bit of time to enjoy pregnancy. And, okay, it is also another day. So we're going to, okay, are you back? Are you back? Are you back? Are you back? Oh, this reminds me also, Sock and Slipper have both passed away. We kept getting the warnings, and I knew it was coming, and I don't want to say finally. I was going to say finally. Finally is not the word I'm looking for, but it did actually happen, and we've apparently lost Clara. Okay. We're going to travel with Clara and hope that we can find her again, because we need to do yet another event. This has been the other thing too is Neptune's chick hatched on its own. Neptune, do you have something to tell me? We'll check on that when we get back. All right, there we go. Now we get to see a baby bump on Clara. Okay, we are going to enter yet another competition. I don't think he would do that well in any of these, but let's see. We still have to unlock the intermediate. Temperament isn't quite there, but I think I'm going to give it a try. What is the little positive mood, which improves the chance, slightly improves the chance of winning? So we're going to go ahead and go for it and see how we do. We're just at least entering a competition a day in order to complete this aspiration. So, oops, it's athletic. I really think it should have been under animal. I guess it is athletic also, but so we only need 5 more. This will be our 11th. The toughest part will be winning the gold in the master horse competitions because, yeah, we need to get the skills up, I think, quite a bit more before that's possible, but hopefully we can accomplish that. I think I might have her just eat here, and then I can have him do a bit of training here. We have the money for it, although I guess we should be also preparing a nursery. Her bladder is doing horribly. Okay, fingers crossed. Here it comes. Here it comes. I can feel it. At least a silver. Silver would be nice. Gold would be amazing. To get a gold when we don't have the skills would be... What did I say? All right. There we go. There is nothing like a cool rider and horse team to get the crowd going. No ordinary pair will do when it comes to Western pleasure. And you have proven that the two of you are anything but ordinary. You are a champ in the making. Awesome. We are doing it. We are actually doing way better than I expected. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at his skills. We need to work on the temperament and the agility. Honestly, everything, but I think I'm going to send him for temperament training, and then if I have time, we will work on the other skills, but for now, we're gonna just work on getting our poor pregnant lady fed and having her go potty, and we will check back in a bit. Alright, just queuing up a few interactions to try to work on temperament some more because we really didn't get as much out of that skill as I was hoping for. Yeah, I mean, we have at least proven that we can win without having the full requirements. We do have... I'd like to see a gold there in that one, but so we have placed first in intermediate there, first in intermediate there, first in intermediate there. So we just need the barrel racing to get first there. Value is up to 4,625 now. I totally forgot that I was looking at the okay, temperament's about halfway up now. Well, a third. So if we can try to keep them relatively similar, I think we're gonna do okay. Let's see. I want to clean your hooves. Hooves. I don't know. Why is that word so weird for me all of a sudden? Also, feeling a bit like we are getting low on our various animals around here. It's feeling a little bare without as many sheep and goats, and I kind of would like to get more of them also, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into build mode, put together a little bit of a nursery, show that off to you guys, and probably end for the day. Alright, a little sneak peek into the nursery. Let's take a look at what I've done. We have a place for the crib, a little changing table, tossed up some curtains, a nice little place to sit. I am trying to figure out which lamp I wanted to use. I went through so many of them that I was like, you know what, I will think on that one for a bit. Of course, a rocking horse. The baby won't be able to use that for a while, but, you know, that's fine. And a little baby monitor. Obviously, we will need to adjust this as time goes on and we learn what we're having and, you know, what the general needs of that baby will be. But for now, I am going to end it today. I hope you enjoyed your visit. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you thought about today's video. Have a great day, and I hope to see you again real soon.